It's time to get real with Eddie, here to help you understand the changing real estate market and meet your real estate goals. Over 19 years in the business. 2018 Realtor of the Year of Three Rivers, past president of the Three Rivers Association of Realtors, past director at Illinois Realtors, and team lead of the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Here's Eddie Ruettiger.
How was Christmas?
Exciting.
It was fun. It really was. It was nice to see the kid, go bonkers on what Santa brought him and everything.
Oh, yeah. I love watching all the kids, get their presents. And we're doing little mini Christmases all over the place instead of one big family Christmas like usual.
Yeah.
We're going to everybody's houses different days. We started last week. So
Are you done?
No.
Oh, you still got more to go.
We got a little bit more to go.
So you're living the 12 days of Christmas.
Pretty much.
Yeah. See, that's usually my thing is I like the 12 days of Christmas. Starts on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And then, my rule is, the Christmas decorations, because this is the key. When do your decorations come down?
I usually don't take them down until mid-January because we normally have our big Christmas, family Christmas, the week after New Year's.
Yeah, see, I don't believe taking them down until the day of Epiphany, all right? Which is the day the three wise men actually made it to the manger. They did not make it there Christmas Day. It wasn't until after. That's when they actually showed up.
3 months after or something.
No, it was 12. The Catholic belief is it's 12 days.
Yeah.
And that's where the 12 days of Christmas comes from.
Yeah.
January 6th is the last day of Christmas. So I don't believe in taking the decor down until after January 6th.
Yeah.
So we will still have Christmas decorations up, usually about mid-January, because that's when we start taking them down.
Yeah,
but
that's me.
We have 3 trees this year.
I won't tell you how many I have.
There is a tree in my kid's bedroom because he wanted his own tree. A 6-foot tree, mind you, in the middle of his bedroom.
Well, that's okay.
That's what we said. That's what we said.
That's no worries.
I see no problems with it either.
No. It's great to have trees.
So, all right, let's talk some real estate. The surprising trend in the number of houses coming to the market.
I need you to share.
Oh, I thought I did share. No, I did not. There we go. All right.
Oh, there we are. Okay.
So there is a trend of new housing stock coming to the market.
Cool.
And we saw that last week, if you remember, with Plainfield numbers. I've got Joliet this week, so we'll see where we're at. But this is kind of the true line that we're looking at. And what we're looking at is the monthly counts of inventory. And going into November, our inventory in November was actually higher than the inventory of 2022. Not as high as previous years in November. We were still way below everything from 2017, to 2021.
Yes.
When you're looking at the
something else too, when you're looking at this graph, so for people trying to picture it, and you're looking from 2017 to 2023, 2023, it has a few mild peaks, but basically it's a flat line.
It is very...
Which is interesting compared to everybody else that's got big arcs.
Well, it started... Yeah, that's the thing. Everything started low, arced up, and then came back down.
Yes.
And...
we've been steady low. We've been flatline low.
So
virtually a flat line.
Now I can see the numbers. So monthly counts, inventory at monthly counts, and this is national. All right. When you're looking, 2023 started 300,000 and went up to about 400,000. And then just stayed around that 400,000 mark until about October. And it dropped under the 350 mark and went into November under the 350 mark. But it didn't drop off like some of the other stuff did.
No.
Where
that's why I said it's more like a flat line where it's kind of just staying steady, like a steady trickle.
Yeah.
It's way below inventory of previous years, but it's just a steady trickle.
Yeah.
That drippy faucet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it really is a interesting aspect of it.
Yeah, I find it very interesting.
So does this mean we're going to have more inventory going into previous years? Because historically, usually you're starting off just around 1 million units in inventory. We haven't been there in multiple years.
I think we're going to continue the trickle. So yes, I would say we're going to start off a little higher than we normally do. And with the rates going down, I think that will help with that. Even though we're still way below. Yeah.
So
I would say we're going to start a little higher.
So here's the analysis that they're giving. 2017 to 2019, the blue and the gray lines. And you can find this on Ruettiger.com if you're really looking for this article. You look for the surprising trend, and you'll see it there. It's a couple articles in. These years were very typical in the housing market, and the lines on the graph show normal seasonal trends from 2017 to 2019. I still think we were a little low compared to other years, even still in those years when it comes to the inventory, but still normal trends. Starting in 2020, the data broke from norm. The big drop down in 2020, the orange line signals when the pandemic hit and many sellers paused their plans to move. 2021, the green line, and 2022, the red line, follow the normal trend a bit more, but still abnormal in their own ways. This year, the black line is truly unique. The steep drop-off in new listings that usually occurs in this time of year hasn't happened. If 2023 followed the norm, the line representing this year would look more like a dotted black line instead. What's happening, the number of new listings is stabilizing, and there are more new listings coming to the market than there were last year. So there's a dotted line that shows where the drop-off usually happens about August. That drop-off didn't hit. We kept getting listings pumping into the market.
Yeah, it like I said, it's much more leveled out. We haven't had the peaks that we normally do either.
So what's it mean for you? For buyers, new listings stabilized is a positive sign. It means you have more steady stream of options coming to the market and more choices. Sellers, while new listings are breaking seasonal norm, inventory is still well below where it is before the pandemic. If you're looking at the graph, you'll see the black line for this year is still lower than normal.
I would throw that much in.
I added much. It is still much lower, yeah. I would add much. So just interesting thoughts. Last show of the year, so let's experts are quoting for housing market forecasts for 2024. Do we even want to predict anything for 2024?
We have been so far off.
I said we'd have 5.5% interest rates by this time last year, and y'all looked at me like I was insane and cross-eyed when I said that.
I don't think it's going to take a while to hit 5.5.
I don't know if we'll hit the 5.5, so I ain't even making that. I'll be happy if we can.
I said a while.
Yeah.
I said a while.
Well,
I didn't say this year. I didn't say 2024 was going to have it. I'm encouraged that they are going down.
Well, you said last week you had a client that got a quote at 6.6.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That's
huge.
That's a beautiful thing. So as it does go down, I see the market beginning to
heat up.
Things are going to buyers are going to get excited. Sellers are going to be a little more comfortable selling. They're not giving up that beautiful mortgage rate that they're unwilling to give up.
Experts on 2024. Mortgage rates expected to ease first.
I think that's a good way of putting it. They're easing.
Mark Fleming, chief economist, First American, explains mortgage rates have already trended from recent peak near 8% and may fall further.
Yes.
Okay,
Which we're seeing right
Mark's making a very in-depth analysis
Yeah,
there. I'm
because
just
nobody's
saying.
stepping out on it either because it's so chaotic.
Jessica Luntz, Deputy Chief Economist at the National Association of Realtors, states...
She says for home buyers who are taking on a mortgage to purchase a home and have been wary of the autumn rise in mortgage rates, the market is turning more favorable, and there should be optimism entering 2024 for a better market. And yeah, I mean, you were priced out. A lot of buyers were just plain priced out of the market, and by the interest rates coming down, they'll be back in the game.
Well, you think... Where were we August? We were probably around 6%.
Yeah, I would say we were. Yeah, I would say we're around 6%.
So from August to now,
yes.
to no, let's go mid-October, because we hit about 8% mid-October.
Oh yeah.
In 2 months, we went up 2 points.
Yes. Ridiculous. And now we're back. We're getting back down to that. So we had that ugly moment.
Supply of homes for sale, they are predicting may grow. Lisa, what do you got for Lisa's last name? Chief Economist at Bright MLS.
Sturdivant.
Sturdivant? I'll go with Sturdivant. Says supply will loosen up in 2024. Even homeowners who have been characterized as being locked in to low rates will increasingly find that changing family and financial circumstances will lead to more moves and more new listings over the course of the year, particularly as rates move closer to 6.5%.
And I think we've talked about pent-up demand, and that people have been waiting.
Yeah, there's...
As we get closer to 5.5% to 6%, things will start really moving.
Life doesn't stop.
No.
That's what it comes down to. It's about life doesn't stop. And you still have to live your life. You still have to do your stuff. You can put stuff on hold. But in a human aspect, when you're in a house that you're not happy with, 6 months, a year is a long time in that house.
Yeah, it is.
When you want out of that house...
Yeah, it is.
So you've got people that have put off 2 or 3 years now?
Yeah, with COVID and everything. So
yeah,
as these rates start trickling down, you're going to see more movement because people...
You're going to see those that are...
Yep. To move.
Those that were looking to downside are going to finally make that downside. They're going to make that jump. They haven't lost equity.
Yeah. People want to move, for whatever reason. They want to move closer to family. They want to move closer to their job. They want to, whatever reason. They're having more kids. They're living life.
What's the quote? Life finds a way.
Yeah, how about it? For real.
Home price growth should moderate.
Yeah, the old supply and demand, it is going to continue to be an issue, but it's about, at some point, it's affordability.
Yeah.
So it's not going to...
So home price expectation survey from Fannie Mae, survey of 100 economists, investment strategists, and housing market analysis says, on average, the panel anticipates home price growth to clock in at 5.9% in 2023. Okay, I'm okay with that. To be followed by slower growth in 2024 and 2025 of 2.4% and 2.7% respectively. I don't see that happening.
I think it's going to be a little bit more than that.
I think it's going to be around 5%.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it'll be 5.9 or 6%, but I bet you it'll be 4 to 5%. Not barely 2.5. It'll be more. It'll be more.
I don't see the lack of supply with the increased demand not getting us back into multiple offers.
Well,
and I'm not
you
saying
can only afford what you can afford, and I
that's
think
true.
That's what's going to hold that back.
That's true, but it's not about what you can afford. The question comes into: is there somebody that you're competing against that can afford more?
But I'm saying in general, buyers can only afford what they can afford. Yep. Of course, there'll always be somebody that has a little more money, so they can't get the $1 million home, they're going to go to compete in the 700,000 range.
Yes.
But that first time buyer, it's not going to be 20% like it was. It's not going to be ridiculous.
President and founder of Altos Research, Mike Simonson. We're going.
Yeah, Simonson.
Simonson. All right. We're going into 2024 with slight home price gains, somewhat easing inventory constrictions, slight increased transaction volume. All in all, things are looking up for the U.S. housing market in 2024. I think the problem we're looking at it from a local aspect.
Yeah.
I would wonder, I'd like to see what the housing gains are by areas, by states, even by Illinois state. I don't think we're up as much as we saw Plainfield was up like 7-8%.
Well, and price point too.
Yeah.
That's going to make a difference.
Yeah, I agree. Because you got a lot of people sucking up that air in the lower price points.
Yeah.
So not only are you competing against investors, you're competing against a lot of first-time home buyers. So there's a valid point there, and this gets into the whole, process of buying the house.
Yeah.
What do you do? How do you get that process done? I mean, and I think the first thing into that process is build your team. Okay, so what do you need on your team? You're looking to buy a house right now, and you're wondering, okay, you keep talking about a team. Who's your team? Your first team member is who's the realtor you want to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Second is the lawyer. You want a lawyer and a realtor that work hand in hand. Now, there are some areas that we don't use lawyers in. You get down south, Kankakee, stuff like that.
I would say lender. I would say realtor first, then your lender.
Lender could be second. I think lawyers...
and then attorney.
Because
a lot of places don't use an attorney.
True.
So that would be your third. But you've got to be able to leverage your realtor and your lender.
Your home inspector
Yep.
is next. And with the home inspector, you need to know what inspections you want done. All right, so personal property inspection, that's your standard inspection.
Mm-hmm.
Radon inspection.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing a mold inspection, which is basically an air quality test? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing a lead paint inspection? All right, where you're taking paint samples and scraping.
Yeah, and you don't have to even do that.
No.
It's kind of, some of those are a house per house basis.
True.
You don't necessarily need a mold inspection if you're buying a brand new home.
No, you don't. You don't. And these are conversations you have with your realtor.
Yes.
But you need to know if your inspector can carry those out. Sewer scope inspection.
Yeah.
These are I'm just throwing out different inspections out there. What is the most common? Radon and the home inspection itself.
Right.
Termite inspection. All right.
If you're buying a home that you're going to redo or that's maybe a little more distressed, you might have to have a structural inspection.
True. Yeah. So,
And it depends on the property.
You
love old homes.
This is true. I remember, man, I was looking with a flipper and we went into, I want to say I was in West Chicago. I went into this house. The main support of the house was wood. It wasn't, and you could see the burr holes. You could see holes, and
that's when I back out real gently.
I'm like,
out of the
I
house.
looked at him, and I'm like, we need to get out of this house. This is not safe to even be. He goes, yeah, we ran out of that house.
Oh yeah.
All right, so you have your team together. What's the next thing you do?
Then you want to check your score. You want to look at
have that lender run your credit.
Run your credit.
Check your credit score. I'm not talking off of one of the sites.
No.
I'm having you have the lender run your credit, and you get your credit checked by the lender.
Yes, because there might be something pop up that's so weird and so long ago that you completely missed it. And it's something really little that makes a difference, and all you have to do is fix it, but it takes time
to fix that stuff. While that's getting fixed and while that's getting done, start boosting your savings.
Pack the money away.
Yes.
Pack the money away. Because you need down payment, but you need closing.
Yep.
You need closing costs.
And you may need a repair budget, depending on what you're going for. So
you
just start
Just
putting
start
that
socking money away.
socking it away.
Yep.
All right.
Hand over fist
Now,
as much as you can.
Now we get our information back from the lender. We have our pre-approval. Know your numbers.
And that kind of comes along, I think, with the pre-approval process. Hand in hand is knowing your numbers, talking to your lender, figuring out what you can afford, looking at your budget with your, are you buying with a significant other? Are you on your own? How are you buying? All that good stuff.
But I would go the next step. And the next step of that is what number did they use for HOA fees? What number did they use for property taxes? As those numbers vary house to house, that's going to vary your payment.
Yes.
So you need to know your numbers and know what we're looking at.
And by knowing what you're looking at, you can decide, are you going attached, detached? Some neighborhoods have very expensive HOAs. Some not so much. So you really gotta really know those numbers. I would agree.
Now we go out house hunting. And if you're house hunting with me and Nancy, be ready for us to honestly trash the house. I got no other word for it.
Yeah.
I had somebody fire me as a real estate agent because I kept pointing out all the negative things in the house. Well, the furnace is 20 years old. That's going to need to get replaced in a little bit. The water heater's 15 years old. That's 7 years past its prime use. So there's a chance that could go out. I'm sorry.
Now I
want you to know these things.
I'm going to point out all the negatives, but I'm also going to point out some really positives to it too.
We're going to point out positives. I just think some people get focused on hearing the negatives.
On the pretty.
Yeah.
And while that's important in getting an emotional connection with the house, you want to fall in love with the house, absolutely. Our job is to point those things out and go, look at you may have some issues with. Do you see how this is? Do you see how it's put together? Do you see? That's our job.
Yep. And because of this, you need to have this inspection. Because of this, you need to have that. We need to check these things out because we don't want you buying a lemon. That's what it comes down to.
Right. And that's why you have an inspection.
I am not the expert. I just see things that concern me, and then I advise you to get the inspection done.
Right.
For that concern to make sure.
And to point it out.
Yes, to see if is it right or is it wrong. 20-year furnace, you're at the end of the life of a furnace. Average furnace is 17 to 18 years.
Yeah.
So,
going in knowing that you may want to not stretch your budget, knowing that you have a 20-year furnace, you're going to have to put some money away.
Because keep in mind, folks, next aspect is when we make the offer, we negotiate it down, we get the terms we want. Now we know this going into the home inspection because the furnace works. There's no leaks, there's no material defects, it's just old. You don't get to ask for a new furnace in the home inspection.
No. As long as it's working properly.
That's why we have to identify it in the house hunting aspects to make sure that the offer aspect is done correctly.
Correct. And that your offer will be based on that criteria. The purple room, the furnace that isn't that's old but working.
Yes. So these are the things that we have to take care of. So we get through inspections, let's say there's a couple things we ask for credit, we get credits on, and we go to closing. It's official, we close. Now you move in. It's that simple. The process is that simple. So, all right, let's hit a hard break, and when we get back from the break, I want to talk about Joliet numbers. So keep it here. We'll get real.
Consider joining the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner as a realtor. We offer a supportive and collaborative environment for our members and are currently expanding our team. Our focus is on training and education to ensure that our members are equipped with the knowledge and skills necessary to serve their clients successfully. At the Ruettiger Group, we are committed to helping our members develop both professionally and personally. Our ultimate goal is to support our members in achieving their goals and making a positive impact in the real estate industry and in the lives of their clients. Our founder, Eddie, believes in teaching members how to serve their clients, family, and community rather than just generating a commission for the brokerage. He emphasizes the importance of being capable of going out on your own and receiving an amazing return on your value. To learn more about becoming a part of our team, please contact Eddie at the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Call Eddie at 815-823-5478. Again, 815-823-5478.
It's Eddie Ruettiger from the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner and Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Eddie Ruettiger, a licensed and experienced realtor with 22 years of success in the industry, is the team lead of the Ruettiger Group, associated with Baird and Warner. Eddie has assisted innumerable residents of the area in making informed decisions regarding real estate matters. What sets Eddie and his team apart is their personalized approach that prioritizes your needs. They empower you with the right tools, information, and guidance to make the best decisions for you and your family. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in a property, Eddie provides you with the insights and resources to make a sound decision. At the Ruettiger Group, you are always in charge, and your needs are paramount. Eddie's team believes in educating their clients and helping them navigate the complex real estate landscape with ease. So, if you're in need of a reliable, experienced, and trustworthy real estate partner, look no further than Eddie Ruettiger and the Ruettiger Group at Baird and Warner. Find out more by calling Eddie at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-LIST, or visit yourdwellings.com.
On Target Home Inspection loves to advocate for our clients and the community. As part of our quarterly community outreach program, we're giving back to Morningstar Mission Ministries. A small change can make a big difference in someone's life. Help us in efforts from now until December 23rd. We're raising funds and donating time and materials for Morningstar Mission in Joliet this holiday season. We are now asking for monetary donations to help this amazing shelter. We are also currently accepting toiletries, medical supplies such as aspirin, bandages, hydrogen peroxide, canned and boxed food, coats, blankets, clothes, infants to adults, and shoes, infants to adults. All clothing items must be new or slightly used. On behalf of the team at On Target Home Inspection, thanks in advance for your contribution to this cause that means so much to us and helps our friends at Morningstar Mission. To learn more about On Target Home Inspection, visit us online at ontargethomeinspection.com. That's ontargethomeinspection.com, or call 708-274-7279. Performing home inspections in the greater Chicagoland area since 2010.
A premier real estate professional, Eddie Ruettiger of the Ruettiger Group at Baird and Warner.
All right, welcome back. All right, I want to talk Joliet.
Yeah.
And I want to talk like we did last week, looking at that trailing 12 months a little more than, we'll still give you November over November numbers. But I really want to hit these trailing 12-month numbers. So November over November, median sales price $240, up 9.1%. Average sales price $265,340, up 13.1%. 99.5% of original list price received. 31 days market time and 118 homes for sale. That's down 38.5% from November of 2022. So there's Joliet numbers for November. Here's the trailing 12. And this is where I think we're giving us the indications of where we're ending up when it comes to the numbers for 2023.
Mm-hmm.
1,378 units sold, down 24.5%. 1,116 under contract, down 18.2%. 1,133 in closings, down 21.8%. So we're down.
Yeah.
All across the board.
Well, if you look at that number, when you're looking at listings for basically the year.
Yeah.
1,378 in
11 months.
In 11 months in a city the size of Joliet.
I know. Median sales price $242,500, up 5.4%. Average sales price $253,563, up 3.8%. That's 99.3% of asking price with a 39-day market time frame. That's up 25.8% from 31 days, the last trailing 12.
We went up 8 days.
Yes. So you're basically looking at about a 4 to 5% increase in value if you owned a single-family house in Joliet.
Yes.
So maybe they're right on those experts quoting 2.5%, percent increase. Because what were they saying?
Well, they said 5.9 overall, 5.8,
for this year.
For this year.
For this year.
Which is, we're in line with that, 5.4. Joliet's in line with that.
But I'm looking at...
Plainfield had a little more, so on average...
I'm looking at, if we're looking at 2024 numbers, though. Maybe 2.4 to 2.7, that's what they're predicting.
I think it's going to be a little more than that. I still would think that it's going to be a little bit more than that.
Traditionally, 3% is normal.
Right.
So...
But I think it's going to be a little bit more. Not much. We're not talking huge gains again. But I'm thinking more in the 4%.
I like 4%.
I would go with
4 to 5%. I'm happy. I don't want to see. I don't want to see more than 5%. Honestly.
No, I don't see it
because
going
the affordability
right,
aspect.
Because of affordability, I don't see another 5%. But I can see anywhere in the 3 to 4s.
Now there is an interesting aspect, and maybe it's because they have more, or it's a lot more new construction. I think what it comes into. But the median sales price with Joliet, and Joliet's housing is so diverse, but the median sales price for duplexes, townhomes, and attached housing is actually higher than the median sales price of single family in the trailing 12. $245, up 8.9%. So I think that comes into, that's mostly newer product.
Newer product,
Yeah.
I would say, would be skewing it. Because you're only looking at a total of 357 units.
Yep. So, and the median average sales price is $229,463, up 5.7%. A percentage of the list price received is 99.9, and market time is 30 days.
Which makes me, again, think,
New
there's
construction.
some newer product.
It's new construction.
Yep.
A lot more new construction that's built in. When you look at the under contract units on the month, there was 14 sales that were closed last month.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's definitely new construction that is driving that aspect. So, with that being said, the perfect home could be one you perfect after buying. And I do think we're going to start getting into this market soon. I already have a client we talked about last week that's doing this.
Oh, yeah, with going in and making it your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, rehabbing and fixing it. And again, as interest rates go down and HELOCs are a little more available and it's a little bit easier to pick up, a little bit extra cash and holding back equity, that kind of thing, to go in and fix up. A lot of fixer-upper.
Daniel Hale, chief economist at Realtor.com, explains the key to making a good decision in this challenging housing market is to be laser focused on what you need now and in the years ahead. Another key point is avoiding stretching your budget, as tempting as it may be. I have to agree with that 100%.
Oh, always. It is not fun to be house poor. I would never encourage somebody to go over budget.
Yeah.
That's just miserable.
Yeah, it is, because when you're taking every dime you have and putting it towards the house payment and you have nothing else to do, you don't want to live for the house.
No, that means no movies, no eating out, no, going out, doing anything, no extra anything. You're stuck. No, that's no way to live.
Yeah.
It's no way to live.
Well, I mean, it's one of the reasons we just rolled out our VIP plan for our clients. Mm-hmm. Our VIP plan, VIP club that we just unveiled this week and sent out, is amazing to help our clients save money.
Yeah.
Just to give them, to have fun, give them a little something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's huge. So what we're seeing is the affordability aspects of people looking to buy. All right. There are still fewer homes available for sale. There are the biggest hurdles for buying facing today of home ownership. You can make the purchase and buy something that's all move-in ready, or you can buy something that is not necessarily fully up to date and remodeled, but a little cheaper on the market and gives you the opportunity to make it yours.
Yeah, and didn't we do that? I mean, I did. Everything was fixer-upper. That's what you did.
I'm still fixing up my house.
Always fix. You know what? I have a lovely house, and I'm ready to fix it up again.
I've got carpet that is just needed to go out the day we got it, and we didn't do it. And then we had a kid, and we're like, yeah, we're not changing carpet with a kid.
Yeah, till they're a little bit older.
Yeah, and we keep going, yeah, one more year. Yeah, no, I don't trust him. One more year. I don't trust him. One more year.
Yeah.
It's we've been saying that since he's been 4.
Yeah.
I don't trust him yet. And then next thing you know, he's like, Mom, I spilt milk.
Don't cry.
Ha ha ha. I don't cry because I have what's known as Dad's cleaning solution.
Oh, okay.
So I have this cleaner I found online.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I wonder if it's John's, because John has a cleaning solution too.
So
must be a guy thing.
Yeah, this stuff is just amazing. It took midnight fingernail polish out of the white carpet.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So it uses what's those scents that everybody uses, the drops.
Essential oils.
The oils. So it's all natural, which I like first off, and then second, it clean everything I've ever put it on. I've never had it fade any fabrics, and it's taken everything out, breaks everything down at the molecular level. Yeah, supposedly. So, all right. So here's how
You'll have to share that with me.
I will. Trying to get them in the VIP club, but they haven't answered.
Oh well.
So, to help identify what you truly need, make a list. Making a list, checking it. It's okay. Too late for that? All right, too late. Must-haves. The house doesn't have it, you're out.
Yeah.
Nice to have. Be nice to have that.
Yeah.
All right, pools. Always nice to have. Dream state. This is where you can really think big. And again, these features features you don't need, but if they're there, they're great. It's in a great little aspect. And this is really the pool.
I add one more list to that.
Yes.
Absolute deal breakers.
Well, that would go under must-haves, I would think.
Well, no, must-haves. Yeah, I guess. But, I mean, there's some, like, the house could have the must-haves, but it could be, let's say, on a super busy street.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So
So it's an absolute deal breaker, even though the house itself might be really nice. It's 40 miles away from Mom's house, and you want it to be 20. Do you know what I mean? It's a deal breaker.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can understand that. Because the deal breakers aren't really in the have or not have category.
Right. It's just,
for some reason, it's just there's things that the busy street. That's one thing.
Yeah. Exactly. Busy street, too far away from work or Mom's house or whatever.
The too far one you should know before you get out there. The busy street, sometimes you don't know until you're actually standing in the yard.
Right.
Right. You really don't know until you're standing in that yard and oh yeah, this is not going to work because this is just too busy. Or there could be an eyesore.
It could be a
water tower, power
lines, electric tower, something that you don't want to be
staring at.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different. You'll be staring at the back of a parking lot.
Yeah.
So I had one, I think, backed up to a commercial parking lot, and literally the light, you could see we were showing at night. I didn't even need to turn on the light. The light from the parking lot was beaming into the master bedroom.
Yeah. I had one of those. One of my first houses I actually showed as a realtor.
Mm-hmm.
property backed up to a busy local strip mall. And the yard itself was gorgeous and fenced off. They did a lovely job, but you got beyond that, and like you said, the lights just blasted in, and you could hear the trucks unloading, and it's like, oh, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
All right, let's hit the break. Last break of the year.
Wow. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. When we get back, why you should be using a real estate agent when you buy a home. Keep
Consider
it here.
joining the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner as a realtor. We offer a supportive and collaborative environment for our members and are currently expanding our team. Our focus is on training and education to ensure that our members are equipped with the knowledge and skills necessary to serve their clients successfully. At the Ruettiger Group, we are committed to helping our members develop both professionally and personally. Our ultimate goal is to support our members in achieving their goals and making a positive impact in the real estate industry and in the lives of their clients. Our founder, Eddie, believes in teaching members how to serve their clients, family, and community rather than just generating a commission for the brokerage. He emphasizes the importance of being capable of going out on your own and receiving an amazing return on your value. To learn more about becoming a part of our team, please contact Eddie at the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Call Eddie at 815-823-5478. Again, 815-823-5478.
It's Eddie Ruettiger from the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner and Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Eddie Ruettiger, a licensed and experienced realtor with 22 years of success in the industry, is the team lead of the Ruettiger Group, associated with Baird Warner. Eddie has assisted innumerable residents of the area in making informed decisions regarding real estate matters. What sets Eddie and his team apart is their personalized approach that prioritizes your needs. They empower you with the right tools, information, and guidance to make the best decisions for you and your family. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in a property, Eddie provides you with the insights and resources to make a sound decision. At the Ruettiger Group, you are always in charge, and your needs are paramount. Eddie's team believes in educating their clients and helping them navigate the complex real estate landscape with ease. So, if you're in need of a reliable, experienced, and trustworthy real estate partner, look no further than Eddie Ruettiger and the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Find out more by calling Eddie at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-LIST, or visit yourdwellings.com.
On Target Home Inspection loves to advocate for our clients and the community. As part of our quarterly community outreach program, we're giving back to Morningstar Mission Ministries. A small change can make a big difference in someone's life. Help us in efforts from now until December 23rd. We're raising funds and donating time and materials for Morningstar Mission in Joliet this holiday season. We are now asking for monetary donations to help this amazing shelter. We are also currently accepting toiletries, medical supplies such as aspirin, bandages, hydrogen peroxide, canned and boxed food, coats, blankets, clothes, infants to adults, and shoes, infants to adults. All clothing items must be new or slightly used. On behalf of the team at On Target Home Inspection, thanks in advance for your contribution to this cause that means so much to us and helps our friends at Morningstar Mission. To learn more about On Target Home Inspection, visit us online at ontargethomeinspection.com. That's ontargethomeinspection.com, or call 708-274-7279. Performing home inspections in the greater Chicagoland area since 2010.
You made a smart move to get real with Eddie, helping you make your next smart move into your next home.
All right, have you checked out another amazing deal? This is 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Last week, we had, the Galveston?
Yeah.
This week we have a Rainier Elevation D at Creekside Crossing. It is 25629 West Rocky Creek Road in Plainfield for $539,900. This is also offering a 4.99% rate for those that qualify with Lennar Mortgage. See the Lennar Mortgage for details. You have to close by March 1st on this, but this is a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 3-car garage home.
2,758 square feet.
That thing is
size.
Huge.
Nice sized home.
Yes, 5 bedrooms.
Yeah.
So one of the bedrooms is a first floor bedroom. So this is great for guests, things along those lines. So
Does it have a full bath on the first floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, full bath.
So think about that. Full bath, full bed on the first floor.
Yep. If you have a related living situation.
If you're purchasing and you need a grandma in the house, let me know. I'm more than happy to.
I think your husband would be a little upset about that.
Yeah, okay. Whatever.
So.
I like Lennar homes. They're beautiful. I wouldn't mind.
But this is a great house. We talked about, these house hacking and multi-generational families living together. This is one where you could.
This is an option.
Where your boomer and your Gen Z decide to move in together and buy the house together.
Yeah.
We are starting to see that trend. So, and this gives you the space to do so with a full basement, keep in mind.
Yeah,
so
like if this isn't enough room, there's an extra.
Still finish off the basement. Quartz countertops, Ashcroft cabinets. It's just a amazing property.
Beautiful home.
Mm-hmm. So
3-car garage for all your stuff, because you got cars and stuff. So because we all got plenty of that.
All right. So finishing off, why you should be using a real estate agent when buying a home. Agents are the number one most useful source in the buying process. The annual report from the National Association finds the number one useful source of information when they're buying the process was the real estate agent. All right?
Okay.
Let's break it down why. How an agent helps you. All right, so there are multiple ways an agent is helping you in the buying process. Benefits provided by the real estate agent during the buying process. This is from a survey of buyers. So these are the buyers saying what the advantages were. 61% helped buyer understand the process of the purchasing. All right? Really help them understand the process and going through and everything in that.
Can you make that little chart Nancy says?
That is as large as I can.
Because
okay.
I cannot read that.
Okay, that is that I can get it that big. That is as large as I can get. That is it.
Oh man.
Do we need to send you back in? We have the technology. We can rebuild you. You might need to get those.
Any of that.
Those glasses might need to get checked out.
Well,
that is at least 14 points.
In January.
Yeah.
I'm at my 2-year thing again. I can go have my eyes checked and get new glasses. So you might see me with new glasses.
Ooh, there we go. 58%.
Obviously, I need the eyes checked.
I think you.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't even know what sign I'm zoomed in at.
Oh my god.
Pointed out.
Dude.
Unnoticed features, faults with the home. 58%. All right.
Okay.
46% said that their agent provided a better list of services providers, home inspectors, etc.
Because how many people just happen to know a home inspector?
Yeah. Or you could Google it. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, because there's a million of them, so who do you know and who do you trust and who's used who? You're going to end up looking for recommendations, right? That's how it happens.
Yep. Negotiated better sales contract terms, 46%. Improved buyers' knowledge of search areas, 45%. Negotiated a better price, 33%. Well, there's not been a lot of negotiating when there's a supply shortage.
Yeah,
so
kind of hard to do.
That's kind of hard to do, but
it guides. But
I'm actually surprised it's been 33% can make
I
that
would
step.
say we have a good knowledge of being able to craft an offer,
Yes.
a winning offer.
Exactly. Expanded buyer's search area, 21%. And that, I think, is key. We talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to look in Joliet, Romeoville, Plainfield, Lockport, and what do they never mention?
My gem, Crest Hill.
What about Crest Hill?
What about Crest Hill? The gem.
And we need to call the mayor and say, we're going to make a recommendation to change your motto from, I don't even know what it is, but it needs to be, what about Crest Hill? It's like the redheaded stepchild.
I was in that study group.
Really? Which one was that?
There was a study group for Crest Hill about their imaging and marketing and stuff, and I was part of that study group. It was really interesting. Anyway.
That's interesting.
It was really cool.
Really cool. So.
Yeah, it's the little place that, it's like the little engine.
So
the little town that could.
These are just a few of the things that realtors do to help their buyers.
Yes.
So, I mean, what's one of the things? I think the biggest is the negotiating.
Yes.
Getting the deal put together.
Getting the deal put together, negotiated, and accepted.
Yes.
Yes.
So.
And then coordinating the rest of it. But knowing what you're getting into and all the hurdles that go along with it. Again, when you are sick and it's beyond over-the-counter meds, you go to a doctor. Why?
Yep.
Because they're the expert and they do it all the time.
They see it every day.
You
and
go
they
to
have
an
the
accountant.
experience. Yep.
You go to an attorney.
Yep.
You go, this is the biggest purchase of your life. You should go to somebody who does it on the daily.
Yep.
And somebody you can trust. Go to a realtor. Just saying.
That wraps it up for 2023.
Wow. I can't believe.
I know. I can't believe it. Any big plans for New Year's?
No. Just chilling.
Really?
Yeah.
We got friends coming over, so.
Do you?
Yeah.
We might end up with friends coming over. We have no plans, though.
Okay.
I used to have parties. I used to have New Year's Eve parties, but like I said, I'm kind of staying clear of people right now because everybody's sick and I want to be around babies.
Well, I'm feeling better than I did last week, so I'm
or
like.
I wouldn't be here.
I'm serious. Last week was just brutal. So I am ready to enter in 2024 happy as can be and healthy as can be. So, and we wish you all the same to everyone that's listening. A happy New Year to you and your family.
Thanks for listening to Get Real with Eddie. Eddie Ruettiger is a realtor at Baird Warner in Plainfield, license number 475141896. Managing broker Steve Engel. For more information on your neighborhood, call Eddie at 815-823-5478 or visit yourdwellings.com.